Hello and welcome back to the Epic Build Adventure. I'm Epic Force. So last episode, we ended off finishing up our miner's house, our first house in our civilization. And we said we were going to move on to, obviously if we have a miner's house, we need a mine. So, down in this little cavern here, we already kind of started to lay out the opening to our mine. I went out and I looked onto Google Images and whatnot to look for mine shaft entrances and mine shafts in general, um, old mine shafts, just to get a good idea of like a design, how it would be set up. That's bothering me. That's bothering me. Okay. Just to see how a mine shaft would be set up. Overall, and there was a lot of different types, a lot of different styles, but there was a couple things that were consistent throughout, and one of them is that we are going to be using a similar setup than the mine shafts in traditional Minecraft. So how we're going to do it is we're going to go in about that far, and our base will be here. Get rid of that, pull that back a little bit, and let's go. Let's go like this across the top. And bring that up some more. Okay. So this is a little big for what I was finding. But one of the other things that they all had was a cart system, some sort of system to get the material out. So we're going to bring that right up to here. And then we're going to start going down a little bit. You don't want it to slope, because they're going to be pushing these. They didn't have power, so we don't want it to slope down too quickly, but we do want it to slope down. Look at that, we already found our first ore. Okay, so these little jets up, they'll push them up, but we don't want it to go straight up, because it'd be a lot harder for them to push the material up. So we're going to give it a couple layer buffer that they could stop and rest. Stay consistent with our height, and then we'll drop back down here to our next platform, which will tell us we gotta go back again. And just temporarily, so you guys can see, I'm just going to throw up some torches, but those are going to probably change. So we need at least one more before we drop down to our next level. There we go. Oops. Keep doing that. Awesome. Alright, now we get our next level going. Okay. R2. That's pretty much what we've been doing here, 2 or 3. So let's go again, and then drop down our level. I got it that time. Get our 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2. Alright, nice. We got our coal here. I know you guys can't see. Hold on. Alright. I'm going to go up our 3 again. And I think, for now, we're going to stop here. Since we already have some coal. And they're going to be mining for coal mainly. At the beginning. I'm going to just randomly throw some coal in. And throw some random jets in. I'm going to take out all of this coal in whatever order that it's in. Nice, okay. And I think we'll do the same thing for this side. No, this one was the other one. That was natural. Okay. And you know what? Let's do no, well, let's do that one out. That one out. Maybe it goes in a little bit more. Maybe this is where they're currently working. To get that stuff out of there. Let's grab ourselves a minecart. We'll just place it up here. So we got the minecart. So now we're going to come in 1, 2, 3. We're going to go over 1. Come in 1, 2. And let's go with the traditional Minecraft style. Put the regular wood. There we go. Let's try actually filling that in. Fill that back in here. I think that was too wide, so let's go back to the original plan. Yeah, that would be better. Alright, and then definitely going to have one here. Maybe one down here. I wouldn't have put it there though. Maybe another one here. And another one here. Whoops. Here. Another one here. Maybe one in the middle here. And on the end. And another one at the very end. Okay. And maybe they worked around the support. Like so. Another one here. Get rid of this torch. And I'm going to put the torch up there. Yeah. Gives us a little bit more light. Get rid of that. Put the stone back in there. Good. And some areas are going to have... So one thing I don't like about the Minecraft mine shafts is they're very consistent. in their spacing for the most part, and that wouldn't be the case. If you have stone above your head, the chances of you having a collapse are a lot less than if you have dirt or gravel or anything like that. So there's going to be certain areas where there's going to be more supports and other areas where there's going to be less support. So let's move this over one and get rid of you now and shoot you across. And we're going to shoot, it's going to be up and up. There we go. And we're going to put a torch there as well, because I'm going to need plenty of light. Let's put a block back in here, and another row of supports, and our last one here now. So we're going to expand this mine later on in the build. This will go down some more. We might have some drops, make a lift as they progress. Maybe some strips off of it. They obviously aren't going to just keep going in a straight line, but for the beginning of the mine, I think this is a good start. And then we'll put there. I'm really not liking how big the entrance is. I'm thinking the entrance needs to be smaller. I'm thinking the entrance should be, or maybe we can go with a different design that I saw, which kind of went, no. I want this to look kind of natural. And one of the things that I did notice in all of the builds that I saw of them, or all of the photographs rather that I saw of the mine shafts, is that the entrances for the most part were small, and then they branched out as you went in. They opened up as you went in, but the getting in and out was kind of tight. So let's say maybe there's just enough room that, and maybe some extra supports. I like that a little bit better. I might even bring it in. No, I think we're going to leave it at that for now. But I do think that they would have put a torch at the outsides to light that mine shaft up. And let's reverse this grade so it's more like that. And I think that we would have maybe some random boxes scattered around. Maybe for supplies. Okay, I'm kind of liking where this is going. I think we are pretty much done with our mine. And I just realized that once again, I did not set my timer. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Just had to check the time here. I think that's going to be like that. That'll be better. And the cool thing about this is we can actually expand this house out later and maybe set up a system where the carts come under the ground here and then get hoisted into another building here that's attached to the miner's house. Maybe like a sorting facility. But for right now, like I said, we're going to be starting off real basic. But the miner needs to eat. So how's the miner going to eat? The miner's going to get a farm. He's going to get his food from a farmer, and the farmer is going to take over this little valley right here. Or maybe over here. Let's see. Maybe the farmer... I don't think we would go that way. Maybe the farmer wants to be near the water. I don't think I want him that far away. I think I want him over here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think his neighbor, his plot, is going to be right here, and then we'll level out some of this land for the farms. So, let's just get, should have enough time to drop in a quick base for the farmer's house. And let's do it, let's start it here maybe. I'll back it up a little bit. Now for the farmer's house, I want to go more with like a ranch style, figuring that that's more likely to be what he would build. So we'll go here and we'll come down. And then I come back across. So this is going to be a ranch style home. It's not going to have a second floor. Maybe it'll have a loft. Like a small loft though. Come up 4. We're not going to have time to finish this build, but I did want to get it at least started. And then we'll finish it next time. Excuse me, cow. Thank you. No. We're going to come down 1. No, we're going to stay here. I was right the first time. Alright. good. That where we want to be? Cutting in. Our roof. So I know these houses aren't extremely fancy, um, but like I said, that's kind of what I was aiming for, because it's the beginning of the civilization. We can't expect them to have these beautiful homes right off the bat, so I want to keep the houses very basic, very standard in shape and size, um, but as we progress and we get some of the bigger homes, the wealthier people moving into the area, um, you're gonna see much more elaborate houses going up. So bear with me. Like I said, this is the common folk, the workers, farmers, the miners, the warriors. That's what we're working on right now. We haven't gotten into the wealthier families yet, but we will. We'll get some wealthier people moving in. This is very, very, very basic. It might even be too big. I'm gonna have to look. I'm thinking it might be a section too big. Should we cut it off here? No. No, I think we're gonna stick with this. This is gonna be their main. This is like the main farmer's house, so let's stick with it. Alright. So that gives you a basic idea of where we're going. I might add a window. Coming out as well. Obviously it won't stay there. I was thinking maybe 2, but no. Come over. It needs to be centered here. more block. And then get our thatch. This is what happens to me all the time. I say we're just going to start something and I get too involved with my build and I go way too far. Maybe. Let's come up. That still needs to be there. Maybe it needs that. Something like this. Okay. Alright, so I think we're going to stop here. And we'll continue next time. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment if you wish. We can't wait to read all the comments. So if you could do so, that would be awesome. Like and favorite, like I said. And I will see you guys next time.